What's up, folks? How are you doing today? Hope you had a good Friday night. Um, it's another Saturday morning. I'm gonna hit you with another video. Check this out. I just came across this video. This video is probably not new. It's kind of, I think it's a little old, but it's just to point out a few things. I just want to talk about some of the other groups that take advantage of the black struggle, right? So, of our struggle, there's nobody in this country that has ever been through what black people has been through. But as you see, there's other groups that always inject us into their struggle, like trying to, piggyback off the civil rights movement, piggyback off of Black Lives Matter. You see what Black Lives Matter turned into? It turned into the LBTGQ thing. They don't even talk about Black Lives Matter anymore. It's always some other issues, you see? But this video is from a lady called Ann Coulter. She's like a right winger. She's not no liberal or nothing like that. She's like a right winger for real, you see? So, and she ain't never been no friend of black people. Let's put it that way. So, but I'm gonna play this video of her. We'll talk about it afterwards. Listen to the things she said, because a lot of these people like to tether their asses off of our struggle, and I think that we need to speak up on that. Like, don't put us into none of your struggle, because see, when other groups are getting things for themselves, they never include black people. They exclude us on purpose, you see? So leave us out of it. We gonna fight our struggle and get what we need. You do what you gotta do, is my opinion. But listen to this video.
Concerned about the words they use. The reason Americans care about civil rights, the reason we are sensitive to racism is for one issue and one issue only, and that is how black Americans were treated in this country. It is because of the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow. Those do not compare. Irish, the new groups, they always get a little bad treatment. Do not compare that to how blacks are treated in this country.
You heard what she said, right? All these other groups that came in, the Irish, Italian, all these folks that came in, she said, don't compare what a little hard time you had to the black struggle in this country. You see? So when you look at black people and you say, oh, we came in and we were able to make this, they allowed you to come in and make a life here. You see? They made sure black people didn't create an economic base here. Actually, we did. You know what they did to it? Let's finish up. We'll get to that, but I'm gonna let you know, if you have heard of course, of the Black Wall Street and the Tulsa Massacre, they destroyed and that's not the only, people think that's the only one. We build up economic bases around this country. Black people have been the most innovative people with nothing, the most people that you've ever seen that started with nothing and turned it into something. And they burned us out. They killed us. We are the only citizens in this country that has ever bombs. They use planes to drop bombs on our businesses and homes. The only citizens ever that the government, the state, use planes to drop bombs on, ever. And you can compare your experience to ours? Come on, stop. And this white woman, right winger, is telling you how that's ridiculous.
You don't get to piggyback on the black experience in America. You do not get to do that just because you are a woman, an immigrant, gay, Hispanic. No, the rest of you can go F yourselves. No, this is for black Americans. We seem to have forgotten them. It's not a rainbow coalition.
Right. You heard what she said. It's not a rainbow coalition. You see? It is not a rainbow coalition. You understand? So that means that your struggle is your struggle. Don't compare our struggle to yours. Just like I mentioned, all these other groups, they always want to piggyback off of our struggle, but when they are fighting for stuff specifically for them, when the Jews are fighting for their stuff, The Spanish people are fighting for their stuff. The Asian people are fighting for their stuff. Listen, the Asians didn't even have to fight for nothing. And you see what the Democratic Party gave to them? Hate crime bill. Can you imagine that? Black people are the most hated people. The most crimes done against us are the hate crimes done against us. But the Asians got a hate crime bill. Just think about that. And just for you people who vote Democratic, I don't vote Republican. I vote for who has a black agenda. That's who I vote for. But you see what the Democrats did. They didn't even give you the George Floyd bill. You see? They were in power. And see, what we have to do as black people is stop voting just for the Democrats just because. When we put them in power, they give us the middle finger. So I ain't saying go vote for Republican. Don't vote at all. Sit at home. There's sometimes a no vote is a vote. That no vote will tell the Democrats, like, yeah, screw you. You dig what I'm saying? So I just wanted to run that video across you. And like I said, this is a right-wing woman. This is not some liberal white woman. This is a woman that speaks a lot of stuff that is against black people in the past. Let's be honest about that. So all you folks out there who never, because there is no black and brown and yellow coalition and all that shit, all those other groups hate our guts. So black people need to get off of that black and brown coalition stuff, you see? Because they don't include us into their stuff. They try to exclude us. They try to work against us. You see, undermine us. We ain't got no friends. You understand? All we got is us. That's it. You see, so I just believe that, yeah, we have to understand the position that we in. You see, and the political parties are propping these other groups up over us because they're trying to make black people the permanent underclass in this country. You understand? You remember we were white people, black people. Now all these other groups come in and somehow they get an economic boost up and we've been here this long and it's just a coincidence. Oh, it's just their culture. Please, the white woman just told you, you can't touch the treatment of black people in here. See, when the Homestead Act was enacted, this is what the dominant society don't tell you. They didn't just pull themselves up by their damn bootstraps. They were given stuff to pull themselves up. They were given land. The Homestead Act gave white people property and land across this country to cultivate and grow businesses off of it. They made sure black people did not get a piece of it at all. When the GIs came home, the GIs got loans and stuff and got free housing and able to buy their grants, to able to buy houses. And then off of that equity in the house, you're able to start businesses. They made sure the black GIs didn't get that. Did you know that? This is especially for the immigrants who come over here. Do you know? This is why they don't want to teach American history, because American history is black history. You understand? They don't want to teach the truth of what they actually have done to black people. And she just stated, no experience in anybody in this country is like the experience of black people. This is a right-winger white woman saying this. Do you understand? So, yeah. So, what do you think? So, folks, you like what you're hearing, like, subscribe. Throw me a comment. I want to know what you think. Yeah. We out.